The pressure has been building up for a while with the retrograde. It has slowed down communication, maybe with your person abruptly. So you guys were unable to maybe get the full story, but you both feel incomplete. It feels like something is unfinished and just left hanging. And with your ruler, Mercury, slowing down and going direct now, and Saturn finally moving forward, honesty has a way of rising, to the surface, even from a person that you least expect. All right, the one that's been hanging in your energy. Welcome back to my channel in your weekly love reading. I hope you're having an amazing day so far, amazing week. This reading is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we're going to take a look at who this person is. He's still hanging in your energy, kind of silent here. This is coming from, and where they're coming from, and what Spirit wants you to understand about, what's going on here, where this connection is headed. And then I'll break down each zodiac sign like I always do, Aries through Pisces, their actions this week, or thoughts or intentions, whichever comes through. So ground yourself, set your intentions, and let's get into this. All right. So, the retrograde slows us down, like I was saying, and it gets us to reflect, it gets us to contemplate. And there's a person, maybe a Pisces energy here. We're seeing maybe you've been sitting here in limbo, like something just feels off. It feels like I don't know which way things are going, but do I let go? Do I surrender? Do I move on? What happens here, right? But this silence it's weird, because what's coming through is your person and you both sort of feel like is something just was off about the way things just stopped, between the two of you. So let's see your energy. I have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is you sort of putting yourself together, doing your thing, doing your business, taking care of business. But you're still in this waiting game here. You don't know whether you want to move on or not from something. All right. You may be focusing on this person. You may have been waiting for them to respond to you. Where you at? It seemed like everything was going fine, and then something took a turn. So this can be the waiting game, but I do see the Queen of Pentacles. You could be connected to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it shows being grounded in yourself and just waiting patiently. I get this waiting patiently, like something's coming, right? And this card here also tells me that there's movement behind the scenes, right? It's not as far off as you think. It's around the corner. Retrogrades come in to slow us down so that we can reflect and make sure this is what we want before we move forward. And I do see you just don't know whether to move on from something or to wait, to continue to wait. So the energy coming towards you, I see the Nine of Cups, right? So there is a water energy here too. So I did see Pisces with that Hanged Man. But somebody here who's been, focusing on you. Look at this, the Star card. This is somebody here that may feel like they disappointed you in some way. They have feelings for you. They desire you. You have an emotional connection with this person. You felt it, right? But then, their challenge is trust. This person has trust issues. There's just something maybe about disappointing you. Maybe they've disappointed you in the past, or they've just came from a situation where, the star comes after the tower, and the tower can be, their life just changed and they are very disappointed, and they're trying to, rebuild and trust again. But there's space. So it feels like somebody's taken this time to really reflect on where things can go with you. So there's still this glimmer of hope here. There's still this desire to see where things go. There's got to be something more here, because when they drift, they keep drifting your way. They keep thinking about you and thinking about where this can go. All right. So somebody really has more feelings for you than they let on, and in this situation, this type of reading I'm picking up on, this can apply to any type of relationship, past, future, new. It just feels like something slowed something down for some reason, a communication. Did somebody get nervous? Did somebody wonder if you were as attracted to them as they were you? I'm getting the Three of Pentacles here, their next actions towards you. So it does show somebody, making an offer here in a sense, or coming in to fix something, coming in to make a gesture. That's what I was looking for, right? It's like, hey, I've got my eye on you. You're feeling their presence. They may offer something. They may offer assistance. They may be around you more. But it looks as though somebody here is thinking about where things can go with you and how can we make it work? How can we get together here and make things work? So I'm seeing, look at this, the 10 of Pentacles. Ultimately, your person here is envisioning the future. All right, they're seeing the 10 of Pentacles, Gemini. Could be a Capricorn. I just almost wanted to say Capricorn. And you're somebody here that really, I don't know if you have a big family, if you work, work a lot, make good money, or you come from money, or you just, you have goals, right? It could be just that you have ultimate goals, and you're, this person here might be feeling like they're going to disappoint you. Like, why are you even into me? I mean, I don't know what I can add to this. I don't know what I can give to this. I don't, so they may have gotten nervous. I'm feeling somebody, communication may have stopped slowly or abruptly because somebody really got in their head and really thought that they would be, would disappoint you about where or what. You may have high standards, high expectations, the Queen of Pentacles, and you want movement, you want forward movement. You're like ready to go and you're very confident. And somebody here just got weak and then, they stumbled. You got somebody stumbling. The Star card, though, tells me ultimately this person is being divinely guided. This is somebody here who desires you. Their higher self is connected to you. They feel a strong connection to you, but their ego might get in the way, right? And this is where their pride, their fears, their insecurities may get in their way, about where things are going. So they could doubt and pull back. And this is where, that trust comes in. I don't know if I can trust, where things are going to go. And I don't know if I can trust if this is going to work out, if I can give, I can provide, if I can give you what you need. All right. So this is showing you guys in a universal alignment, especially if you're feeling the same way as this person is feeling. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. What happened? It felt like something. I have the threes here. The threes are saying, hey, things were working. Things were going together. We were talking. It seemed like everything was going fine. And then, we both were vibing. I mean, I'm not going to just jump in and keep going if I didn't feel a connection, right? You're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. You're not stupid. All right. So, I mean, sometimes we do stupid things. That's a different story, but you're definitely grounded and not, you're a queen. You show up as a queen. So I am seeing here that something's not stuck. It may have been stuck for a minute, but the energy is definitely shifting. You've got somebody here who's had time to reflect on what they need, what they want. And it looks like making an honest gesture. It just feels like, something, if you had gone through a tower with this person, like it was really abrupt, or you guys had an argument or something happened, this person here is like, all right, wait a minute. There's still this spark here. There's still something that gets me thinking or drifting, like what could have been, what should be, what could have been of this relationship? What were we thinking? What do I want? And you're pulling this person towards a fantasy of a relationship of long-term, like they're seeing that maybe with somebody like you, they may be able to tap into a better version of themselves, step up. Who knows, right? So look at this Strength card coming in. There is a very unique bond here, and your person here hides behind, a strong facade. All right, they keep a strong mask up, and so when you look at this card in front of all these other cards, it kind of feels like, okay, I got somebody here who's got a big heart, somebody who's strong, somebody here I feel this connection with. But behind the scenes, it looks like you got somebody here that is actually wanting more and dreams about more, but maybe is afraid to show all their cards right away. All right, so let's look at Aries through Pisces, because it looks like your person here is finding it difficult to resist you, finding it difficult to not be around you, to not check up on you, to not connect with you, to not see what you're up to, and so they still have this pull towards you. It feels like you guys have, this is to me a soul bond, where you could have been in a relationship before with this person. You guys just have a lot in common, and it just feels like, you know, we've only known each other for so long, but it feels like forever type of energy. So Aries through Pisces, I will see each individual and see if they're going to take any actions towards you this week. All right. Aries, 3 of Swords. So Aries is, you got 333 for you. Aries is feeling the pain. All right. So there is a loss here. They feel like they really have lost somebody with you. You know, if you guys are separated, it's like, I lost a really good thing, and it just feels like this doesn't feel right. I still feel pain. I thought, you know, if you guys were separated or they stopped conversation with you, Aries felt like things would get better, but it doesn't look like they're getting better for them. So you may not hear from them just yet, but the 3 of Swords tells me somebody is yearning for healing. They're wanting to fix something. They're wanting to connect. You know, so there's still more to come with an Aries. Taurus coming running back. All right. So it looks like Taurus can't hold on any longer. It looks like I really want to jump in and just see where this goes. So the Star card, the Fool card, Faith is coming in with the Taurus. Gemini, you have the 3 of Cups. So you have all 4 threes here showing up for you. And I'm seeing celebrating, you know, a reunion here, maybe with a Gemini, maybe with somebody that you felt a lot of love with, you felt a connection, and you wanted it to get off the ground, but it just didn't get off the ground, you know. But it seems like you could be reconnecting with another Gemini here. And I do feel like with the 3s showing up for you right now, you know, you may be thinking your obstacle, you know, your intuition is right. Do I move on? Obviously, you always keep your options open, but you're feeling somebody here still kind of keeping you back, still, you know, holding you back. Like you're feeling something's real. All right. And this is where I'm seeing here a reunion coming in, you know, getting past that kind of wobbly stage. All right, Cancer, I see 4 of Pentacles. So it looks like Cancer here wants to take action towards this, build stability with you. Now, there's still a little bit. This is somebody that's very protective of their energy. Cancer is the 4 of Pentacles, right? They're not going to show all their cards at first, all right? But they are definitely already all in. They're more invested in this connection than you might realize. Leo, Knight of Wands. Leo is not going to hold back. It looks like very passionate energy coming your way with a Leo. All right. And we're seeing, you know, very excited, very, you know, strong chemistry between you and a Leo. So opening up, and the lust is real. So it starts somewhere, but the chemistry is on fire. So lots of movement here with a Leo. Virgo, Ace of Cups. All right. So you've got their heart. It looks like, you know, there's potential for, you know, invest in here, you know, letting you in. All right. I'm going to let you in, or will you let me in? Right. If it's a Virgo, but there's love here and a chance for a new beginning with a Virgo. Libra, look at this 2 of Cups. You and a Libra having that deep conversation. It looks like it's inevitable with you and a Libra. You're both feeling it, this affection for one another. You know, you guys may, you know, sometimes not get each other or whatever, but it just feels like there is a meeting of the minds, though. So I don't know. Maybe there's just, you guys try to fight, you know, expressing how you really feel. It looks like you're following your feelings there with a Libra. Scorpio, same thing. 6 of Cups. Looks like you and Scorpio are sharing a moment here. You felt it. They felt it. You know, and it's going to bring you guys back together. Sagittarius, the 7 of Pentacles. So you've got them thinking. So there's your Sag. It's like, I don't know. All is not lost here with your Sag. They're kind of looking at, you know, where they're at and why can't they move forward. There's something missing here. So it looks like they're starting to see the potential of where things can go. Capricorn, 6 of Wands. So you and Capricorn on the same page. It looks like they recognize you. All right. They definitely see, you know, what you do for them, what you have. You get a lot of attention though. So there could be some jealousy there. But I do see returning here and wanting to get your attention, wanting to see where things go. Aquarius, 2 of Wands. All right. So this is, you may be feeling an Aquarius. This tells me this is why you can't move on. The 3 of Wands, right? It's like you feel like they're on the fence. You feel the energy pulling you. And I do see an Aquarius here that still has passion or is really into you, but is hesitant, right? But this is showing me they're going to be pulled to make contact. Pisces, the tower. So there's the tower with the Pisces, right? Something shifted abruptly, something ended abruptly, and it just didn't make any sense. And it looks like there's another moment here where there's clarity coming in, a wake up, so something shifting with you and Pisces. So, this could be who you least expect it from. All right. If you're still with me, I will do a yes, no for you. And I forgot to put the banner up for the Aries, the Pisces. So if you have a question, it does help when you watch the video all the way through. Even if you just listen to it while you're doing the dishes, just let it play. It helps the videos get out there. All right. Please hype, like, and subscribe. That also helps my channel. All right. Let's see. All right, the answer to your question is a yes. You have the 8 of Pentacles, all right? So this is showing something working out. You have Virgo energy around you. You have the sun, which is renewal, growth coming in, luck around you. So you have a really good energy of abundance coming in for some of you. This is your hard work paying off, even financially. All right, so very good energy for you. The answer is yes, all right? I love you guys. Till the next time, please take care.